So yeah, Helsinki is a surprise for me. Before I came here, I actually thought, okay, it's gonna be an example of modern architecture, a small to medium-sized city that, let's say, it doesn't have that much to offer. But boy, I was in for a shock. Now, after this is my, let's say, second day, close to third day, and it's great. It's much bigger than I imagined, much bigger. It's much more expensive than I imagined, and it has a blend of old and new in architecture. All the buildings are in like impeccable, pristine condition. Everything is clean, spotless. It's it's hard to imagine. It's one of the best cities I've ever been, and I've been to like more than 40 countries around the world. So Helsinki, it's a very pleasant surprise. It rivals with Copenhagen and Zurich in size wise, but I think it's better than these two, or at least comparable with Zurich. I don't know, just Finland gives an impression of being a country that is very under-traveled. They really don't have much tourists, and I think they should have a lot of tourists. Okay, the prices are prohibitive, I have to admit, because nothing grows here. You have to bring everything from outside of the country. You have to import everything, and it's also far away from everything else. So it's like the top of the world, let's say, the end of the known world, the end of civilization, sort of in a way. With all these inconveniences, they managed to do a splendid, a sterling job with preparing the city for themselves, not only for visitors. It just looks great, and I still have 3 days to go, which is amazing. Yeah, if you ever get here, don't ever miss out Somenlina Island Fortress. It's about 15 minutes ride by ferry from Helsinki Harbor, and it's included in a single journey with the public transport. So you buy a single journey with the public transport, lasts you for an hour and a half, and in that hour and a half you're allowed to take metro, tram, bus, and ferry with the same price. So it's around 4 euros, 360 to 4 euros, it depends where you get it from, and it's totally worth it. And just to let you know, the return journey, they don't even check the ticket on the ferry, so basically you just they give you like a return ride for free, so it's worth it, do that. And there's also okay, Finland has been a Russian controlled region in the 19th century, part of the Tsarist Empire, and there are bits and pieces of architecture that reveal this. Let's say there are statues of Alexander II, Nicholas, Nicholas the last Tsar of Russia's father. So that's pretty important. There are two Orthodox cathedrals over here, which are splendid and huge. Like the size of the buildings is much larger than I would expect for a city this size. Apparently Helsinki doesn't have even 1 million people, it's less than 1 million people, but it gives me the feeling of a city with 2.5 million. It's somehow spread out, but there's not a lot of gaps between the buildings. Of course there are greens, there are parks, little parks which are, let's say, very touched by human hand. They're like cleaned and orderly. It's not really wild nature, but they're just utilitarian parks, okay? But even so, the city, it's much bigger than it's supposed to be for this population. Probably there's a lot of single occupancy apartments and homes, a lot of administrative buildings, a lot of museums. So yeah, it's quite ideal. I don't know how it is here in winter. Probably it's long and bitter cold and dark, but summers are great. Summers are around, let's say now, since I've been here, there've been like 3 days with around maximum 20 degrees. summer, but it's like raining for like a half an hour, then it's sun for like 3-4 hours, then another half an hour of rain. Can be windy. Today was very windy, but still it's warm enough. It's 20 degrees, it's sunny outside. I'm in a park, I'm wearing like a t-shirt and a shirt, so it's quite comfortable. So yeah, well, I recommend it. What are you waiting for? Come and see it. Don't stay too long because it's gonna cost you a lot of money, but a couple of days I think you can budget it. So yeah, see you until next continuation of this Helsinki adventure. Bye bye.